It was not a 5-star. I'm stuck between 3.5 and 4.
And like, I'm certain it's not gonna be a 5-star.
I gave it 5 stars. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna read until I find a 5-star book. I've seen so many of my favorite booktubers doing this, and I thought it would be fun to do it myself. Basically, I'm just gonna read book after book after book until I hopefully find a 5-star, because I mean, that's kind of why I read. I want to find a 5-star book. I want to find a book that I just love with everything in me. I hope by the end of this video I have found one. Let's start reading the first book. So for the first book of this video, I'm doing The Housemaid Secret by Frida McFadden, which is the sequel to The Housemaid, which I read a few months ago, I want to say. And I liked it, so I thought I would read this. It's my last day of spring break, and I just wanted to like binge it all today. And I have like 30 minutes left in the book, and I don't think it's gonna be a 5-star. I know it's not gonna be a 5-star. Well, I won't say that. If it was like absolutely insane, maybe, but as of now, I don't think we found our 5-star, but that's okay because this video would only be about 2 minutes long if it was a 5-star. So I will update once I finish reading it. I just finished The Housemaid Secret, and it was not a 5-star. I would say it was probably more like, I'm stuck between 3.5 and 4. It was good, but I didn't find any of it to be like extremely shocking. You know, it was like, oh, okay. Well, you know, I know. The main, I can't say anything. I would give it 4 stars. I think it's a good thriller. I mean, I literally read it all in one day. So obviously it kept me on my toes and kept me wanting to read more. So I would definitely recommend it, although you should read the first book, The Housemaid, first, but I would recommend both of them. So I liked this, but it wasn't quite a 5-star. So we shall continue with this video. A little update. I'm currently listening to the audiobook of A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I was kind of like periodically listening to that throughout the week. I'll probably finish it today, and so I'll have updates on that. Right now, I'm certain it's not gonna be a 5-star, but I was hoping for it to be more like similar to the X-Hex, and it's not as like witchy as I wanted it to be, but it's okay. It's still good. And then I've also been trying to read the second book in the Magnolia Parks universe, Daisy Hates, first one. And I'm just like really struggling to care about like anything that's going on. Like I like Magnolia and BJ so much more than like Christian and Daisy. And I thought this book was going to be more about Christian and Daisy, but like it's not. I don't know. I want to finish it though because I'm like 50% through. And I really want to read the next book. So I think I'm just going to like suck it up and finish it. And maybe it'll get better. I haven't like sat down and just read it for a while. I just kind of read like small parts of it. I mean, people talk about it for a reason. Like it's probably gonna be good. I can't get into it. I don't know. I will update on those. I have finished Daisy Hates, and let's talk about my thoughts. And we're also going to talk about my thoughts on A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon, because I finished that as well, but I don't have like footage of that because I just listened to it. So starting off with Daisy Hates, it was not a 5-star. Honestly, I'm so surprised I didn't DNF this because I really almost did, but I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna persevere because I really wanted to read the next book. But why are only the first 2 books in Magnolia Parks universe on Kindle Unlimited? Why are the other 2 not? Luckily, my library had the next one, but I was like, there's no way I'm paying $10 for this. I was like, did I just read this for nothing? But no, crisis averted. Anyway, yeah, so I gave Daisy Hates 3 stars. It wasn't terrible. It just took a turn that I didn't expect or like. Because this book, I was hoping for it to be more about Daisy and Christian. And I felt like Christian was not present for about half the book. And I didn't like their characters as much as I liked Magnolia and BJ. And I really didn't like the gang stuff and all like the violence and the guns. I hate that. It was not for me. I don't know, some stuff that happened like at the end, it was so bad. Like there was a character that up until this point, I knew they had some problems with them. Like they did some questionable things, but the thing they did at the very end was so bad. I was like, ooh. So I didn't like that part. And yeah, it got darker than I wanted to. I wanted it to be like Gossip Girl fun, and it just wasn't my thing. So I give it 3 stars because some parts of it I still liked. Okay, a little spoiler. It's like if you haven't read Daisy Hates and you like don't want to know this information, skip ahead. Okay, I'm warning you now. So Daisy basically, everyone's in love with her. But between like Romeo, who like, I think he's boring. I don't really like Romeo. Christian and I already forgot his name. I think it's Tiller, like the cop. Why do I kind of like ship her with him the most? That's so unlike me. But I don't know, like the fact that she is like low-key a criminal and he's like the cop. I kind of like that. Like it's like forbidden. Yeah, so anytime we got like their interactions, I was eating that up. I really liked that. Anyways, yeah, 3 stars. This video will continue, which we have one more book to talk about, which is A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I listened to this and I again gave this 3 stars. So the premise of this book is we have our main character Mariel, and she's a witch, and her family is like very powerful in the, I don't know, witch community, I guess. And she kind of isn't living up to her family's expectations, but she's really powerful with plant magic. And so there's a lot of like her and like plants, and I liked picturing that, like that was fun. And then somehow she accidentally summons a demon, and basically this demon can't leave until she gives him her soul, because the way that it works when you summon a demon is that you typically summon them to give them your soul in exchange for something else. But she accidentally summoned him, so she didn't want to give her soul away. And then they end up fake dating, obviously, as the title suggests. I wanted more from it. I was hoping for more witchy vibes, and I just didn't get them. And to me, it just felt like the characters happened to be a witch and a demon, and it didn't feel like a huge point in the story. And some of the side characters were really kind of annoying. And there was a 3rd act conflict, like a breakup, but then there was also like another conflict. And I'm like, why did we need the breakup if we could have just done that other conflict? I think that would have been better. Like we didn't need like to be hit with 2 problems right at once or right after each other. So I didn't love that part, but it was a good like rom-com type book. So if you just want or like fluffy romance books, happen to be like a tad witchy, you would like this. Yeah, it was cute, with some good banter, but it wasn't anything amazing. So we just have to continue on. But I have such high hopes for the next book that I'm reading. I'm going to be reading The Grace of Wild Things by Heather Fawcett. And I read one other book by this author that I gave 5 stars. And this book is a fantasy retelling of Anne of Green Gables, which sounds amazing. So I have such high hopes for this book, and I really think this could be our 5-star, but we'll see. Let's get into reading The Grace of Wild Things. The Grace of Wild Things like all day, and I love it so far. It is so good. I love Anne of Green Gables, and it's so fun to read this because it's like that story but with like a new twist, and I just love it. And then each chapter starts with a poem, which I think is really, really cute. And each chapter has like an actual name, not just like chapter 12, it has a name. That's like a little description. I love that. So if this keeps up like this, I think it will definitely be 5 stars. So we'll see. But it's going very, very well thus far. I've also been watching this, or not watching, but listening to this forest ambiance, and it is magnificent. So I finished The Grace of Wild Things last night and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was everything I wanted it to be. I think that Heather Fawcett is like one of my new favorite authors. Like, I will read anything by her because both books I read by her have been 5 stars. If you have read Anne of Green Gables, you need to read this. Like, it was so cute and I loved reading it and like seeing the parallels from like the actual story and to see how she like spun it to be in this new like fantasy world. It was so cool and it was just so cute. I loved it. So magical and enchanting, and it was just so good. So I'm so happy to have found another 5-star read. I'm really glad that this is the book that it ended with and that it was a 5-star. To recap, the first book we started off with was The Housemaid Secret, which was a 4-star, so not quite there. Then I had the audiobook of A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon by Sarah Hawley, and that was a 3-star. And then I finished Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings, and that was a 3-star. And then the last book of this video, The Grace of Wild Things by Heather Fawcett, was a whopping 5 stars. So good. It was so good. So yeah, if you liked this video, definitely be sure to give it a thumbs up, and maybe I'll do one of these videos again because I'm always on the hunt for a 5-star book. Subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.